Never get enough. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. Lights flashing, bass smacking, we can't get enough. Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. We run the night, yeah, the city showing love. Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. From uptown to Deep Ellum, we tearing it up. Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. Let's go, let's go. In Deep Ellum, let's make a move. On Elm Street, we got a groove. DjMrTlive, drop and reload. Keep it fresh, shit never gets old. Sweat dripping like a hurricane, harbor slide. In D-Town, let's take a ride. We going 75 on 75 at 1055, and this is the life. Woo, woo. Crowds lined up, lit signs on the strip. Dallas nights hitting hard, can't quit. Yeah, we living loud, no time to chill. It's the big D energy, you know the deal.
DTX, what's up?
Dallas, crank, 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 crank it up. Lights flashing, bass smacking, we can't get enough. Dallas, crank, 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 crank it up. We run the night, yeah, this city showing love. What's Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. From uptown to Deep Ellum, yeah, we tearing it up. Dallas, crank it, crank, 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 crank it up. Let's go, let's go. DjMrTlive got the crowd in a spin. Dance floor's packed, let's call it a win. Let's have a ball, paint on the wall. Clubs lined up like a Dallas strip mall. Shots on the bar, pour it up with the crew. From Bishop Arts back to Park Avenue. Skyline glow, light in the night. Dallas parties always hitting just right. Step to the beat, let the bass explode. From Elm Street to the Greenville Road. Energy electric, everybody vibing. Big D style, ain't no denying.
Yeah, Dallas, let's ride.
Let's go, let's go. Hands in the air, we don't care. DjMrTlive make the city flare. Raise it high, don't hold back. Dallas on the map, we taking it back. Dallas, crank it, crank, crank.